money, I don't know where the hell. Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. I'm David, and this is Travel Friends channel, and I would like just to explain to you that I've extended my stay to just short of the 3 months period. So I was supposed to be going back to the UK on the 28th of January, but now I'm hanging on till nearly the end of February. So we were in Callison and immigration, as you can see in the previous video which I did. Anyway guys, listen, what's happened? I've came here back down to Phuket on my own. Taz looking after our mother. I'm going to hang around here for a while, maybe get some golf in again, maybe in Pattaya area. If I can play golf here, then that might even save me. We're going to Pattaya, so I might just do that. But anyway, just briefly, I got a flight from Konkan down to Phuket. Actually, first of all, what I'll tell you is, if I flew from Konkan or Rawai to Bangkok, it would have been about £35, and from Bangkok down to Phuket would have probably been about £150 return. And then a flight back up again to Phuket would have been another £30, say. So we're talking their maximum prices at the present time at the 30th of January here, 2024 of course. And but what I did is I went on to booking.com and I went into a multi-trip, and I just multi-tripped it from, so that previous what I was talking about would have been about £200, maybe just over that. But what I did a multi-trip on booking.com, and what I did was I went from Konkan direct to Phuket, starting out Bangkok, and then Phuket back to Bangkok, and then later on from Bangkok back to Rawai, costing me £130. 3 flights, £130. How good is that? So there's a thing that you might be interested in having a look at if you're thinking about tripping around within Thailand itself, because the domestic flights can be really cheap, provided you know where to go. I did it on booking.com this time, and it offers you multi-trip rather than just a one-way or you know, just a normal return. Anyway guys, the other thing is what you're travelling with. It's a bit important that you travel as light as possible. You know, just take about 5 or 6 shirts, 4 or 5 pairs of shorts, some socks, underwear, and a couple of pairs of shoes, maybe, and you'll get all that no problem with your toiletries, easily under 7 kilos. So take your normal trolley bag, the one that you can put on top on the flight, and you can also carry a personal bag which could be classed as a backpack, but not too big. One that you can maybe 2.5 to 3 litres, I would say. Am I right in saying that? Enough to take my iPad, or even my enough to take my laptop even. Just a small backpack, and you can put that, as long as you can put that at your feet on the flight, so you can get your 7 kilos up there and that. The reason for that is when I came to Phuket this time, what I did was, and I didn't video this, I wish I did. I'll let you have a look at the scenery here, because I'm in the Harn beach and it's about 9ish in the morning. Hang on a sec. So what I did was, as soon as I arrived in Phuket, I just walked past all the taxis and everything, because it would have been 1,000 baht to my residence, and it would have been 1,000, maybe 1,200 baht back, which would have been 2,000, just over 2,000 baht. But I rented a bike for 8 days for 2,000 baht. A small click motorbike, 125cc, great. And I just walked out of the airport, round the corner, jumped on the bike, and this is where the travel light comes into play. You have your backpack on, and your you know, your other trolley bag can be in the front of you on the bike, and it fits in just nicely. And I had a lovely leisurely drive. Took about an hour through Phuket, through the coastline, beautiful beaches you were passing, beautiful little tourist areas, and yeah, arrived at my destination. I've got the bike for 8 days and I'm going to use the bike to take me back. Now that whole hire cost me 2,000 baht, so I saved the whole taxi fares and everything. It's like a no-brainer, guys, but some people would say that that's no really luxury, but it's luxury to me. Just rolling around on a wee bike, and it's no dangerous round about Phuket. Anything's dangerous anywhere, provided, you know, depends on how you drive. But if you take it easy, it's as safe as houses. Now guys, you can see that hotel away in the distance on the side of the hill there. That's the Harn, and that hotel is roughly £250 upwards per day. We had a couple of days in there last month, and I have to say it was very nice. However, if you're travelling on a budget, guys, the best thing to do is come down to Harn Beach and just sit and look at it. Because, to be honest with you, most of the people that you can see on the beach here come down here and they just look at that and they just dream. Save yourself a fortune. To be honest really, I didn't stay in the hotel much. I went in the hotel and stayed the night, and in the morning we set off again, eating out, travelling around, getting back in the evening, and just went to bed. I'm not saying it was a waste of money, but all I'm saying to you is that you might be able to see the room in a previous video that I did. However, if you're travelling on a budget, guys, just come down here and look at it, because it's much cheaper. The room I rented this time was for 4 nights. I got it for £200, so say £50 a night. Now that's mediocre in general. In Thailand, depending where in Thailand you are, you can get much cheaper than that. £50 I would say in Phuket is probably a mediocre type of price. Of course you can get 1,000 baht a night, £25, maybe even less depending on the time of the year, but we're still in the high season, guys, and I would say £200 for 4 nights is pretty good. It's not fantastic, but it's got everything I need. It's cool, it's the tea and coffee facilities, the bed's quite comfortable, the toilet's hygienic and clean, and there's a pool just 10 metres away from I'll let you see it actually. It's called the Hill Resort. I can't complain about it. It's got quite a high rating as well on booking.com, because that's what I do look at. And yeah, so let's have a wee look around. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I'm about 30 minutes drive on the bike this time. It's absolutely beautiful this morning, and the water is warm and clear, as you can see. It's crystal clear. I come here nearly every time. In fact, not nearly. I come here every time I come to Phuket. I just like this area. We've got Harn just up the road. We've got Kata just 10 minutes away. And like I say, I get around in the motorbike, so everything's really accessible and easy. The same with a car, of course. Okay guys, so this is the little bike that I rented. 250 baht a day. It's about £5 a day, I would say. Yeah, and I'll probably leave a link if I can to this company, which is relatively just a 5-minute walk from the airport when you come out of Phuket, and you can check the prices. Yeah, I think it's called Diamond Motorcycle Hire. Anyway, let's we're still in Harn, and we'll drive out in Harn, and I'll just take you abroad and let you have a look around, and hopefully the microphone will
keep good, and I'll connect it to here, and we'll drive up the road. Right, so here we go. We'll just have a down to the left is towards that hotel I was telling you about, the Harn on the hill. However, we're going out of Harn, and we'll wait to see what we can see. It's just a typical route out here. If you've been down here before, you will remember the lagoon, which is just down here. I'll keep it relatively slow. On the right hand side there are many shops and little restaurants. On the left here there's plenty of fruit and things you can, barbecued food, all the usual fare that you get in these little markets that you see in Thailand. So you don't really need to bring any food for a picnic. But there's the lagoon there on the right hand side. I hope the wind's not destroying me too much, interfering with the audio. You'll see a lot of these little blue poles on the left hand side. They're warning you that this is an evacuation route in the event of tsunami, because it's low-lying land. We're at sea level here, so you would normally go round to the right hand side here, heading up towards Harn. You can take a right hand side here and go uphill and follow the route along the coast to Rawai, round to the right here, but I prefer to just carry straight up. Now this would be a bit of a walk from Harn Beach, so remember guys that if you're booking anywhere in Harn, or your hotel will probably have a little shuttle service to take you down to the beach at certain times, because you'd probably live around this area, and it's about 1 kilometre to walk, and it can be quite a bit if you've got, you know, stuff to carry around and you've got kids with you. But it really is a nice family tourist resort, Harn. You saw a lot of kids on the beach there, and a lot of people come into Harn from other areas. But this road stretches for 1 kilometre, even more, a bit similar to what you're seeing. And we'll just have a wee look at some of the things that are on the road. So, like I say, I'm looking at plenty massage shops on the front here. Restaurants, of course. There's a nice little Indian restaurant just up here on the right hand side. You can take a right turn here down to Rawai Beach if you feel like it. We might go down to Rawai, but we can go down in a different direction. Once you've came here a couple of times, guys, you get to know the way around, and you enjoy your holidays even more, because you know you've got a good geographical perception of what you're doing, where you're going, and the chances are you'll come back every year. The prices in Phuket are a little bit more expensive, just like any other tourist resort in the world. Plenty of coffee shops, I have to notice. Kiosks that are popping up. Things are changing, evolving every year. So here we are, arrived in Rawai. I thought I would just stop and let you have a look around. There's a beach area further up there, but I don't think it's more of a tourist beach. It's more of a fishing beach. A lot of longboats, perhaps even escorting you over to the island there. Let's have a wee look. I've just it's still about 10:30, quarter to 11 in the morning, guys, so to be honest, it's place is just becoming, place is beginning just to wake up, as they say. This is just a little stretch along here, and we'll drive along and let you see what's going on. Okay, so we'll drive along a bit. We'll maybe see if I can bring the light down a bit. It does appear to be quite strong. That's much better, isn't it? I'm really sorry, it seems to be defaulting right back to it. Okay guys, so the whole video we did today was 40 minutes. Cut it into 3. So this is the end of part 1. So we'll call it Harn and Rawai. Part 1, 2 and 3. Just to keep it down to about 15, less than 20-minute videos, guys, if possible. So okay, thanks for watching. We'll see you in part 2. I bet it's freezing back here.